Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Badash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, sanitation to the hopeful elect that is pushing this word to the four corners, the highways and byways. Once again, all praises, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, right? Bahasham, Rakah, Badash. So yeah, this is the brother Sicario with another lesson. Basically this one gonna be entitled "Don't Hang Out with Two Thirds." All right, and because two-thirds of our people is just wicked. All right, and basically don't hang out with any sort of wicked person. Period. No. All right. So hopefully this can be edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Start First Corinthians 10 and 21. Yeah, First Corinthians 10 and 21. It says, "Ye cannot drink the cup of Yahweh and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the devil's table." All right, because why? Because these are two contrary to the other. All right. You can't want something to be sweet and salty at the same time. You know, there's confusion. And let me get what's the cup of the what's the cup of the Mosai. All right there, that would be confusion, and we know the Mosai is not the author of confusion, so it won't be pleasing unto him. All right, this is Psalms 11 and 6. All right, and this is the cup of devils. It says, "Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup." All right. So the portion of the wicked cup is destruction, death, famine. You know, race. Getting caught up in the race war that coming, World War III, and famine. All right. Now, if there's the portion of the wicked, all right, and the portion of the righteous is salvation, then you can't partake of those two things. All right, because it ain't gonna be no prophet out here, you know, um, in the race war fighting against these nations. No, all right. The scripture said, "Knowledge and Salakia, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time." We know the coming, so we not gonna be out there, right? But these two are gonna be out there, putting to death these Elamites and Moabites and whosoever else, get in their way. But the cup of salvation, Salakia, the cup of the Most High is salvation. All right. So we gonna get caught up in these things, And this is Psalm 78, 75. Psalm 75 and verse 8. Still on the cup of the devil, right? It says, "For in the hand of Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red, and it's full of mixture, and he pour it out to same, but the dregs thereof." all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. All right, and it says there, wring them out. They're gonna completely get these things. You know, right? And this is going into the cup of the Most High, Psalms 116 verse 113. Yeah, Psalms 116 on verse 13, Salakia, it says, "And I will take the cup of salvation and call upon the name of Yahweh." All right. So you can get those two things at once. All right. And can Salakia. Yeah. So as I was saying, right? The cup of the Most High is salvation, and the cup of devils is death and destruction. All right. Those two things don't go hand in hand. All right. So there's no way you should be hanging out with the wicked, you know slash two-third of our people, well, whatever you want to call them. All right. See 22, it says, "Do we provoke Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to jealousy? Are we stronger than he?" All right. So now you going out, partying, and you partaking in these nonsense that the heathen and the wicked of our people partaking in. You're just making the Most High jealous. You know, and he ain't gonna stay his rod, right? The Most High already said, since in Moses' time, that he's a jealous power. All right, and he won't stay his rod. All right. If you Matter of fact, let me just get it real quick. All right, let me just get it real quick. Yeah, cause if you in the truth, and you go in and hang out with two-thirds, then use a sinner that go both ways. All right. Okay. So Act 2, and let me see what the Lord said about those type of people. All right. Yeah, it says, Sirach 2 and 11, it says, "Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways." All right. And woe means destruction. All right. So the destruction can come from the Most High. All right. Because he sending all these things. All right. There's another precept. Yeah, James. Yeah, James 1 and verse 8. It says, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways." Right? So when you come into the truth, when you in the truth, you got You gotta know what you want. All right. You want the truth, or do you want be in the world? All right. And part of the part of the truth is to always be around brothers, you know, or by yourself. All right. Rather than to hang out with two-thirds, and partake in certain conversations with two-thirds. We're not saying that at your workplace you're not gonna talk to nobody, or you're not gonna talk to your auntie, uncle, because there's two-thirds, or they're just wicked. You got to deal with them, but deal with them according to wisdom. All right, and get a precept shortly. Yeah, but I'm gonna get Second Corinthians 6:14. Yeah, Second Corinthians 6:14. This is Second Corinthians 6 and verse 14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?" All right. So these are two things that absolutely do not mesh, you know, because here's it, you in the truth, but you still want to be a rapper, you know, you still want to be, uh, you still want to accumulate how much, how much degrees in the world, you know, in the so-called educational system. All right, it don't work like that. All right, this is the only understanding. This wisdom is the only degree that we need. All right, not saying if you're already pursuing something, all right, you don't finish it, but you don't get caught up in the world. You know what I mean? As soon as you finish this diploma, this degree, you want to go and do a next one, and then a next one. No, all right. Just believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and the same job that you wanted, all right, that you wanted to make yourself more, whatsoever, favorable to get it by getting these 2 or 3 degrees. Stay with the one that you're already pursuing, and the most I can make it happen. The most I can give you the job. All right, because you got a lot of brothers in this truth that at one point did not know to read, you know, did not know to do certain things, but the Most High provide for those brothers. All right, the Most High always provides for His servants. All right, so basically, I said that to say this: don't once you come into this truth, you can get caught up with carnality. All right, you can't be carnal and spiritual at the same time. All right, so let's go into the word um unequally yoked. Unequally yoked. Let's see. Equally yoked. So it says to yoke differently, to associate discordantly, unequally yoked with. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So I have it here in the my sword. The Strong's it says to come under an unequal or different yoke All right. So you leave off from the Most High and you gone into the world. All right. Or some other philosophy or some shit. All right. Something wicked. You know. It says to be unequally yoked. A, to have fellowship with one that is not an equal. Ooh, you see that? Have fellowship, all right, with one that is not equal, all right, because really and truly these people in this world, they're not equal to the men of the Most High, all right, because for one, all right, the Lord heard our prayer, and basically anything that we ask for that is in His best interest, all right, He can give it to us, all right, and our energy level as well is not on this, as the same as these people in the world, all right, and once you go hang out with them, then that actually drains you down, all right, take up from your time as well, that you gotta go and do the more side work, should be studying or shooting a video or whatever, do whatever you're doing, for the more side. All right, it says 2 Corinthians 6 and 11, where the apostle is forbidden, all right, so to bring a little more life to that, all right, because this was Paul letter to the Corinthians, right, and Paul, we all know, spoke through he was the mouth of the Most High, all right, I think his name actually, Mender, all right, mouth of Yahweh, some to the effect, but the point is that it says here, right, where the apostle is forbidding Christians to have intercourse with idolaters. All right. Hey, and anybody that disobeying the Most High is a idolater. It tell you that in 1 Samuel 15 and 20. 1 Samuel 15 and 24, or was it 2 Samuel? Yeah, 1 Samuel 15 and 23, it says, for rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. All right, so anybody that going against the Most High, all right, not doing the things that He said to do, is an idolater. All right, now you going in fellowship with idolaters. All right, and once you disobey this scripture, you know, and all the rest of scriptures that says, the same thing, basically, don't, have fellowship or counsel, right? Really, is counsel and fellowship, all right? Because you will have to talk to a tutor here and there, or a wicked person here and there, but counsel and fellowship, no, all right? See a little bit more on the definition. It says to yoke up differently, that is to associate discordantly, unequally yoked together with. All right, but we get a point. All right, let's check the yeah, let's check fellowship. It says a sharing, communion, fellowship, participation. This is intercourse, fellowship. All right, so for example, right, where I work, they always get some sort of Christmas drive, Easter drive, a lot of things of pagan nation. nature, right? Do I participate in these things? Hell no. All right. You know, do I, stand up and tell them no, you shouldn't do this? It's not according to scripture. Hell no. All right. They go ahead and do what they want to do, but I ain't gonna participate in that. You know. All right. So basically that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, and this is definition for communion. It says fellowship, association, community, communion, joint participation. See, participation. All right. It says so. Right on as a sign and pledge of fellowship. All right. So we shouldn't pledge nothing to this world. You know, we shouldn't pledge none to this world. All right. Nothing at all for wickedness. No, even if uh yeah, like back to my example, these people at work, they might ask for a donation, something very small, for a Christmas drive, for Easter drive, for some co-worker birthday. I don't give I don't give nothing. All right, I ain't participating in you know the wickedness. All right, and the scripture says don't do it. All right, it says yeah, a gift jointly contributed, which is exactly what I was just saying. All right, they want a small donation for buy something for a Christmas drive. Hell no. Like it says, a collection, a contribution as exhibiting an embodiment of proof of fellowship. You see, scripture said, don't do it. All right, all right. So pints and all right. Next scripture gonna be Sirach 8:15. Sirach 8:15, and it reads, "Travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest it become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou wilt perish with him through his folly." All right. So, let's say, hey, you go out with a two-third, and you're having a drink. All right. Now here is it that two married or one married woman, right, comes up, but she wicked. All right. And that tutor that you hanging out with, you know start making moves towards your person, and then our guy pull up and shit pop off, so to speak. Then you could perish with a guy, you know and there's just one example, but there's thousands of ways, hundreds of ways that a tutor could supplant you, you know get you into doing shit that you don't want to do. Y'all might end up having too much fun. You get drunk, doing some stupid shit. All right, because hey, the wicked ain't concerned about shit about the Most High. All right, they just gonna do what they want to do. All right, and if you follow the pattern, or if you follow someone with like that, or have fellowship with someone like that, you're gonna be just like the person. All right, let me get it real quick. Let me get it real quick. Yeah, this is Sirach 13 on verse 1. It says, "He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that had fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him." All right, you see, he that had fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him, because the spirit gonna rub off on you. All right, there's a reason why in Israel, in the Mosai used to say certain things. This the scripture said that Salakia. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the Mosai gives certain ordinances that we shouldn't have certain unrighteousness in Israel. So like let's say a guy commits adultery, then we gotta put that guy to death and woman to death, because they will pollute the entire the camp or the entire nation. All right, and the reason being is that is the spirit. All right, like the rapper J. Cole says, I'm tired with living with demons because they always inviting more. All right, one demon is always, matter of fact, the scripture said it. All right, but I don't want to get it because the lesson was supposed to be a bit short, but it's going a little farther than I expected. But yeah, it says, the scripture says that when a demon leaving a man, right, and he find out another place, then he gonna return into that dude, but only this time with seven other demons. All right, so demons is invite other demons to dwell in a malicious soul. All right, so you gotta be careful. No. Yeah, it says Sirach 12 and 13. It says, "Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or or any such as come nigh wild beasts?" 14. For one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with his sins, who will pity him? All right. So the Most High ain't gonna pity you when you get defiled with a sinner. All right. Because why? He already put the warning in the scriptures not to go hang out with a sinner. All right. Yeah. No. Just want to get this real quick, and after this, probably read two more precept and close it out. Yeah. What's the yeah, something like uh let me get this real quick. Yes. Yeah, so this is Sirach 6 and 6. Alright. Now all praises to the Most High Yahweh Bashem El Uh, it says Sirach 6 and 6. Be in peace with many, never, nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. All right. So ain't nobody telling you, to go. Don't talk to your mother. Don't talk to your aunt. Don't talk to, whoever. But at the same time, it says, but nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000. All right. So your counselor is only supposed to be among. Well, first of all, it should be from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but it would come from the men of the Lord. All right. Because you ain't gonna speak with the Mosai or his son directly. You're gonna speak with the men of the Lord. Alright? And I'm gonna close it off right quick. Hopefully it was edifying so far. But there's two more precepts to close it out. This is Psalms 101. It says, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scorner. All right. But his delight is in the law of Yahweh, and in his law that he meditate day and night. All right. And that's straight to the point. Right. And yeah, so with that, hopefully this was edifying. Spirit and power of Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakadash. All right. Shalom until another lesson.